What's up, Scorpio? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tani Michelle, and welcome to your July 2021 Tarot and Astrology reading for Scorpio risings, sun, or moons, but Scorpio risings may resonate the most, so make sure to check out all your signs. You know, it could get mixed around, but since I add the astrology into that portion or those messages may resonate a little bit more for the rising signs of these videos. So just keep that in mind. But any of you are welcome. So hi, how you doing? Let's go ahead and get into it. So Scorpio, astrologically speaking, this is your month to shine, to put it all out there, to be... I really feel like you guys are really wanting to share some truth, some wisdom. You know what I mean? We have your ruling planet Mars in your 10th house in Leo, which is like, here I am, bitches, you know, the sun, basically. And the sun is in your 9th house in Cancer. Your 9th house is the house of truth and, you know, higher truths, education. So you may be really wanting to share some wisdom, some truth, you know, really passionate about teaching people things or showing people things or sharing information, educating people. There could also be a family element to this too, because Mars, your ruling planet, is really caught up in this T-square with Saturn, which is in your 4th house of home, family, your roots, your home dynamic, where you feel, you know, safe, comfortable, secure, your personal life, you know, where you can withdraw from the world. And then also squaring Uranus in your relationship sector, your area of life that deals with other people in your life. And so there's kind of a clash between these different areas of life, your personal life versus your public life, and you know, your goals, your achievements, etc., versus your relationships and other people and the people that you have in your life. And so there's definitely some tension rising here in some pretty big areas of life where you are feeling really pushed, but also at the same time really held back. You know, you are really wanting to get something out there, really wanting to take action, really wanting to put, you know, take some kind of initiative or take the lead in something, or you're feeling very passionate about something, or it's feeling like you can't just hold back anymore. But at the same time, there are these maybe restrictions or setbacks, delays, or responsibilities or consequences in your home, family, personal life. And so it can feel very kind of chaotic right now, or you may be feeling a little bit trapped or powerless is another really great way this energy can kind of come up, like all these different sides and none of them are budging, so there's no way to really negotiate or compromise, you know what I mean? This really though deals with like your public and social life, your reputation, how others see you, you know, so you're really going to be noticing those themes come up here, okay? And there's a lot going on in this reading that deals with standing your ground. I mean, we literally have the card stand your ground. We also have the 7 of Wands, you know, so there is a situation, I feel like I was saying before, where you are trying to stand for something or trying to bring light to a situation in some way, trying to show a situation in some way, maybe a situation that people are not ready to hear or that people don't want to hear. Like, it's like they see your light, but they don't truly see it, if that makes sense, or they don't understand it, or maybe they are choosing to look the other way, you know what I mean? Like, they see what you're putting out, but it's like not getting translated or it's not getting taken in. So that's some things that I got, but let's start from the beginning here. So first card we had was hope and emotional loss. So you guys could be really going through a situation where maybe there's been some kind of lack of something in your life, or something was lost in some kind of way, or there's been some kind of hard or difficult like emotional situation that you've been going through. And there's kind of also, but if I could talk, this situation also may be bringing in some kind of renewed hope in July, or at least starting in July. It's like yes, there may have been some pain or some wounds that needed to be worked through or some insecurities, but there's also a sense of hope or possibilities, basically. So that's really good with that. If you've been dealing with like an emotionally heavy situation lately, that's been feeling restrictive, it's kind of like there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's like you finally start seeing that light somewhere. Now we also have the Ace of Pentacles, stand your ground in the universe. And this is basically what I was talking about. It's like you are putting something out there to the world or to the people in your life or in some kind of situation, your career, whatever. It's like you're standing up for something that's bigger than you, basically. You are having a purpose that is bigger than you, and this is happening in the physical. So this isn't like, oh, just in my head I'm standing up or I'm thinking about standing up. This is like you are being pushed this month, Scorpio, to stand up to something that is bigger than you, or to really possibly help other people in some way too. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting here as well. So then we have the Five of Pentacles, which is, or I'm sorry, this might be the Five of Wands. Yeah, this is the Five of Wands. I always get these confused because the colors are messed up. So then we have, I think, the Five of Wands here. Obstacles and challenges, basically. Choose wisely. Firm foundation. Suffering and silence. So what I'm getting from this, Scorpio, is like it definitely seems like your foundation in some way or another is getting tested or shaking up. Something that you thought was secure, something that you thought was solid, your home life, family, certain family dynamics, you know, certain situations regarding your family, or even friends that feel like family, you know, anything that you really connect to home and your personal life, your roots, you know what I mean, could definitely be getting tested, and it could definitely feel like there's something lacking or something broke or there was cracks in the foundation. And so now you're really having to discern things, you know what I mean? And you may be letting things build up and not be like, maybe you're not expressing these things. Maybe you're not, you know what I mean? Like you've been suffering in silence, or you've not been sharing how you really feel or sharing your truth. And so this could be something else that's really coming up. Like you've been really in your head about it, or it's really affecting your mental state in some way, or it's really, you know, this is really a time of needing to discern certain situations in the home life, okay? Certain challenges in the home life. So moving on from that, your cards kind of reiterate all that, your tarot cards, because we start off with the Two of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's that Ace of Pentacles again, some kind of possible opportunity or new beginning or something new that you're trying to build, work on, etc. But you're maybe conflicted about it, you know what I mean? This could be, once again, your foundation. You know what I mean? Where we have firm foundation and choose wisely. It's kind of like you're conflicted, or you're having trouble seeing both sides, or you're having trouble finding a solution. You're having trouble compromising, negotiating. It kind of may feel like a lose-lose situation. It could also be to where maybe you are not standing your ground in a certain situation. You know, maybe you've been trying to avoid it or ignore it, and that's, you know, that could be reiterating the stand your ground cards that we were talking about before. Now, after that, we also have the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. So this tells me that there could be a situation in your life, once again, I feel like to do with maybe family, home, or some kind of solid foundation in your life that you've been trying to build, whether it's with work, a relationship, a career, whatever the case may be, where it's like, maybe somebody, or there's something kind of going on behind the scenes. There's something kind of shady or sketchy here. There's kind of a feeling of sneakiness or being betrayed or something like that. And this could be where the stand your ground thing is coming in, or where this whole, you know, firm foundation, obstacles and challenges thing is coming in. It's like, you know, things are kind of moving sideways in a certain situation. There's like tension building, or you know, that's kind of boiling at this point, where something needs to be addressed here. And then once again, we have the Seven of Wands and the World card. You know what I mean? This is really kind of worrying about you helps everybody else kind of energy, helps everything else. You know what I mean? Putting yourself first, centering yourself, standing your ground for something bigger, something higher is once again that kind of energy is coming up here. So I feel like, you know, we also have the Two of Wands, and, you know, you're kind of trying to decide where to go from here kind of energy. It's like, okay, I finally took action, or I finally did something, now what? You know what I mean? And then that's when we have the Sun and the Four of Cups. So I feel like it's like you're bringing something to light, but you may not get the reaction that you think you're going to get, or it may not necessarily be exactly how you expect. But that doesn't mean that it's bad. That's the thing. As we all know with the Four of Cups, if she wasn't so fucking focused on those other three cups, she'd see that she's got a fourth cup right here. You know what I mean? That's kind of the same with this situation. It's like maybe you're standing your ground, or you're bringing something to light, or, you know, you finally come out, or you finally, like, you know, you're finally doing the damn thing, and then you're like, maybe somebody doesn't have the best reaction, or it's not exactly how you expected. You need to look at it another way. You need to find another way to see the situation. You need to find another way to view the situation, because just because it didn't necessarily go exactly how you expected doesn't mean that it, you know, wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? So try not to get too in your feelings, or to let other people get you too in your feelings about how you're doing things this month, Scorpio. That's going to be big. So then we have the Star, the Devil. The Star's been coming up a lot. So has the Devil, actually. And the Four of Swords. Okay, so this is, you know, I really feel like, Scorpio, this is massive healing. It's like you come out, and yeah, it's not what you expected. And maybe it's just not as bad as you expected. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. But whatever this is that you're finally, like, you know, balls to the wall with, that you're finally coming out with, or you're finally, like, in the spotlight, or trying to shine, or trying to bring light to something, or whatever, being in your authenticity, being in your truth, even if that means that, you know, other people are, you know, even if you feel like the underdog, even if you feel like this isn't going to work, or I'm not going to get it, or whatever the case may be, or people are going to, like, be mad at me, that's where you need to let go of this Two of Swords, like I was saying before. You know what I mean? Let the people go. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Like, and so then you get to this place where you see that, okay, this is all happening for a reason or a purpose, and that renewed sense of hope happens, right? That renewed sense of hope happens. You are finally kind of moving through those fears, those kind of the kind of energies that were making you feel trapped or holding you back, or the bad habits or patterns or cycles or whatever, you know what I mean? You're finally moving through that. And then you are getting to a place where it's like, okay, now it's time to rest in the nest that you built, or in the foundation that you have. It's time to move through the fear and let the toxic shit go, so you can be stable again, so you can have a sense of security, roots, a nest, which once again deals with home, family, foundation, etc. So hopefully this is making sense to you guys so far. And then we end with the Empress and the Three of Pentacles. So this is working together to create something, working with other people to create something, creating something new, bringing something new into the world, maybe creating a new foundation, or whatever the case may be, doing something with work, you know, creating a business, or building something with other people. You know what I mean? This is like, the Empress brings that Venusian energy of peace, harmony, and this is probably being signified by Venus going over the opposition after Mars does, and kind of cleaning up the mess. You know what I mean? So So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you guys for the month of July, Scorpio. Hopefully that all makes sense and hopefully it resonates. Make sure to come back and watch this during the month if you need kind of like a refresh, because I know it can be kind of like a lot to take in and the month hasn't started yet, at least at the time that I'm filming this. And so yeah, but I will see you guys in my other videos. Make sure to check out personal readings down below and my other social medias to keep up with me. You can also follow me on my Patreon, subscribe to my Patreon where I do exclusive content over there. And yeah, I will see you guys on my other videos.